Hi all, I am Tripti C, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology, Cochin. Welcome back to the course CS 307 Data Communication under APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Kerala for Semester 5 BTech Computer Science and Engineering. In this presentation, we will be discussing periodic and analog signals, time and frequency domain, and the concept of bandwidth. Data and signals. Data we have already discussed in the first presentation. What data is? Data is basically the entities that convey meaning. Now, what is the difference between data and signals? So, data is the entity that convey the meaning, and data is transmitted from one place to another through the transmission medium in the form of signals. So whatever we speak, the voice is also represented in the form of a signal. Signals are electric or electromagnetic encoding of data. So data and signals, they can be either analog signal or digital signal. Now the question is, what is meant by analog or digital? We will see that. Analog signals, they are continuous and non-discrete, whereas in the case of digital signal, they are continuous and discrete signals. Analog signals, especially for example our voice signal, they are continuous with respect to the time. Okay, whereas in the case of digital signal, they have a value at a particular time, say at instant t1, and at particular time t2 they have another value, and say at particular time t4 they have another value. So they are discrete in nature. Okay, so analog signals, they are continuous in time, whereas digital signals, they are discrete in time and they are non-continuous. Time domain concepts. Time domain, they are continuous signals, infinite number of points at any given time. They have infinite number of points at any given time. Discrete signals, they have finite number of points at any given time, and they will maintain a constant level. Then after maintaining a constant level, they will shift to another constant level. Now, what is the difference between periodic and aperiodic signal? See, the signal pattern, if it is represented or if it is repeated over time, the same pattern repeated over time, we call it as periodic signals. So then what is a periodic signal? The patterns are not repeated over the time. Such signals are what we call as aperiodic or non-periodic signals. The signals can be represented in time domain, space domain and frequency domain. So basically now we are going to learn about the time domain concept. So in data communication, we commonly use periodic analog signals and non-periodic digital signals. Periodic analog signals means the same pattern of the signal is repeated for more than one time. Okay. So here I have a signal, say for time t, and the same signal pattern is represented for time t1 also, and the same is presented again for time t2. So that is periodic analog signal, and they can be either a simple sine wave or composite signal. Composite signal means it's a addition of more than one signal. Now we are going to discuss the signal properties. All signals are composed of three properties: the amplitude, frequency and the phase. The features of the signal, the first one is the amplitude. Amplitude means the maximum voltage of the signal, or we say that it is the intensity of the signal. You might have seen the representation of the signal in a CRO while you were doing electronics lab. So the amplitude we measured in terms of voltage, it's the intensity of the signal. Whereas frequency, it represents the rate of change with respect to time. If the change happens in a short span of time, we say that the signal is having a high frequency. And if the change happens over a long span of time, we say that the signal is having a low frequency. And frequency and the time period, they have a relation. Frequency is equal to the reciprocal of time. Here we have an example. You can also do it in your notebooks. Power we use at home has a frequency of 60 Hz. So here we are giving the frequency as f is equal to 60 Hz. Now the period of this sine wave, you are supposed to find out the period of the sine wave, that is t. So t is equal to 1 by f, which is equal to 1 by 60, and you will get the answer as 16.6 millisecond. Second example is the period of a signal is 100 millisecond. What is the frequency in kilohertz? So if it is 100 millisecond, t is equal to 100 millisecond. So you have the frequency as 1 by t, right? So it becomes 10 raised to minus 2 kilohertz. The phase of the signal is the third property. Phase describes the position of the waveform relative to time 0. So here in figure A we have shown a 0 degree case. In the case of 0 degree, the signal starts from t is equal to 0, whereas in the case of 90 degree phase shift, the total phase of the signal is 360 degree. Okay, so at 90 degree means 1 by 4th of the 1 by 4 of t is ahead of time 0. In 180 degree, half of the signal t, half of t is ahead of time 0. A sine wave is offset 1 by 6 cycle with respect to time t is equal to 0. What is its phase in degree and radians? We know that a complete cycle is 360 degree. So what is 1 by 6 of 360 degree? It is 60 degree. So for making them into radians, you have to multiply it with 2 pi by 360, and you will get it as pi by 3, which is equal to 1.046 radians. The time and frequency domain plots of a sine wave is given here. So in figure A, a sine wave in time domain is represented with peak value, that is the amplitude as 5 volt and the frequency as 6 Hz. This figure A is represented in time domain as its x-axis is time and y-axis is amplitude. Now from this we are supposed to find out the frequency domain plot for this particular waveform. So in the case of frequency domain, we have the x-axis with the frequency represented in Hertz and y-axis with the amplitude. So the maximum amplitude here is 5 volt and the frequency is 6. So in the case of frequency domain, we have at frequency 6 Hz a peak value of 5 volt. This is how we represent the time domain signal into a frequency domain plot. Given the time domain of 3 signals, 3 sine waves, draw the frequency domain representation of it. So you may please try that. Here we have 3 signals. One signal has got a constant amplitude 15, the other 2 signals with amplitude 5 and 10. The green signal is having an amplitude 5 and a frequency 16, and the pink signal, it is having amplitude 10 and frequency 8. So you can represent this signal with the frequency in frequency domain with 0. At time 0 you have the value 15 volts. The bandwidth of a composite signal is the difference between the highest and the lowest frequency contained in that signal. It is basically the range of frequencies. Now let's see the bandwidth of a periodic signal and a non-periodic signal. So in figure A, the frequency domain graph of a signal is given, where the maximum frequency is 5000. Let us represent this 5000 as F2, or the highest frequency, that is FH, and the lowest frequency is 1000, that is FL is equal to 1000. So the bandwidth will be the range of frequencies of a signal. So we have FH, that is the highest frequency, minus the lowest frequency FL. FH minus FL, it is 5000 minus 1000, which is equal to 4000 Hz. So the bandwidth of the signal which is given in figure A is 4000 Hz. Okay, now let's consider the bandwidth of a non-periodic signal. Here the frequencies are all over the place. Okay, here also the lowest frequency FL is given as 1000 and the highest frequency FH is given as 5000. So bandwidth is range of frequency FH minus FL is equal to 5000 minus 1000 is equal to 4000 Hz. If a periodic signal is decomposed into 5 sine waves with frequencies 100, 300, 500, 700 and 900, what is the bandwidth? So from the question, please understand that the highest frequency is given as 900 and the lowest frequency is given as 100. So the bandwidth is highest frequency minus lowest frequency. So 900 minus 100, which is equal to 800 Hz will be the bandwidth. Draw the spectrum assuming all the components have a maximum amplitude of 10 volt. So all are having equal amplitude, constant amplitude, so it is 10 volt. Now we will represent this particular signal in frequency domain. That is, it has got a frequency at 100, 300, 500, 700 and 900, each having amplitude 10 volt. So in this presentation we have seen what is the difference between analog and digital signal, what are the domains in which we can represent the signal, what are the features of a signal, what is bandwidth, Given the time domain representation of a signal, how to represent the signal in frequency domain. I hope the fundamentals of data communications are clear to you now. The reference used for this presentation is Data Communications and Networking 4th edition by Ferozen. In the next presentation, we will be discussing about digital signals. Thank you.